Hi, I'm Alex Carter. I am Academic Director for Philosophy, and I oversee the continuing education courses here at the University of Cambridge. The Postgraduate Certificate in Philosophy covers three main topics in philosophy, from Hellenistic ancient philosophy to modern philosophy, specifically Kant, and then looking at existential philosophy through Kierkegaard. One of the ways in which the course sort of unites those three different topics is by looking at the concept of reason. If you think about ancient Hellenistic philosophy, what happens is reason starts to be introduced into how we engage with the world, how we think about the world. With Kant, it becomes crystallized to the point where we can't imagine engaging with the world without using reason or without thinking rationally. And then we come to Kierkegaard, who throws rationality out of the window, or at least challenges our understanding of rationality by embracing the absurd. Really what we're doing then with students is we're asking them to reflect on how do they have a relationship with reason? What does their reason tell them? How strongly do they hold on to this concept of reason? That's really what I think comes across really strongly in the postgraduate certificate. The postgraduate certificate in philosophy is taught through teaching weekends, residential weekends here at Madingley Hall, where students will come for 2 days. They will be taught on those topics of Hellenistic philosophy, Kantian philosophy, and existential philosophy. They'll then, having had those lectures and classes and discussions and seminars, they'll then go away and write one of their essays. They'll then receive their feedback from me directly, where we have a one-to-one supervision and we talk about how the essay went. And then we plan the next one and we talk about what you would like to write about as a student. What would you want to engage with in philosophy? And it could be really applying Hellenistic philosophy to any problem in life. It could be AI, it could be politics, it could be illness and disease and poverty. It could be all sorts of different things that people want to engage with. And every year is different for that reason. Every student comes with their own interests, and we're very keen for students to engage with those interests. And they'll do that, again, 3 times through the year. So for the first topic in Hellenistic philosophy, you'll have a weekend on that topic. You'll then have a supervision with me talking about the assignments. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about Kant. And then we'll have a talk about the assignments. And then you'll come back and you'll talk about existentialism. And across the course in that way, you get that really tailored one-to-one engagement, but you also get to talk with your peers and talk with your lecturers about the ideas that we're covering. I'm really keen to see anyone apply for this course. Anyone who's done a degree in the past, or even part of a degree. If you have professional experience or experience of academia in almost any field, physicists take the course, we've had social workers and teachers take the course, we've had politicians take the course. And one thing that I've discovered across the board is that everyone can find some way of making the material relevant to their professional practice, to their academic interests. So I'm keen for anyone who has any experience at higher education to apply for this course. If we don't think you're ready for the postgraduate certificate, we'll encourage you to apply for one of our undergraduate courses. And many students do this and then immediately come back into the postgraduate certificate to have more and to advance their thinking, having proven that they can already do so in some of the undergraduate courses. Our students have gone on to do various different things. Quite a few have gone on to do masters, both in Cambridge and Oxford, but also at other universities around the world. Some have gone on to do PhDs directly from the postgraduate certificate. Some have actually come from PhDs and are solely interested in the PG cert more as a way to advance their thinking on a particular topic. So perhaps they're even teaching philosophy, but they want to engage with Kierkegaard's philosophy and they haven't done this previously and they want to do it in a kind of disciplined academic way. They therefore will apply for this course. But some people are very new to philosophy and a little bit put off for that reason. And I want to encourage those people in particular to think about applying for this course. Because if you've done a degree in history, my undergraduate degree was in history, then you can absolutely look at the historical ideas and put them in context, and you can look at the literature and you can critically analyze it. So you'd be very suitable for this course. Likewise, if you studied psychology and you're interested in how the mind works, there couldn't be a more suitable course than engaging with this postgraduate certificate, because we're talking about the nature of reason, the nature of thought. How do we experience the world?